Could you quick update us on Yamamoto?
One of the last shifts of the game the other night, he got took a bump in the head and had a little bit of a headache after the game. And I talked to him yesterday, wasn't feeling quite right, so they shut him down for a couple days. Not as of right now, it's not more than a couple days, but we'll see how he is the next couple days. He won't play tomorrow, though.
So it looked like in practice an opportunity for tourists and more of an offense.
Yeah, Turry's had a good camp, really good camp, and he's played solid down there on the fourth line, and we're looking for a right winger. The other thing is the way I've got the line set up today, I might look at that line with Nuge and Hyman tomorrow, and Turris in there gives a right-handed centerman there with Nuge, so we'll have a look at it, see how it goes.
Just wanted to ask about Keith and Cece. Is the plan to play them both games here before the regular?
Yeah.
What, the thought is they're going to be more of a, shutdown pairing. Is that what your expectations and hopes are of those two?
Well, they're going to have to play against good players. They're both veteran guys, solid guys. We expect them to play some minutes against good players. And we got to get, Duncan, that was his first game basically in 4 months the other night. So got to get him up and going, get the pair together. I liked them in practice today. They looked like they were working a little better. So every day, hopefully, they gain a little more knowledge of each other, and we can get it going the right direction for us.
Curious what you value from quote-unquote third-pairing defensemen. Is there something that you traditionally really want from a third-pairing defensive pair?
Depends what you have in your top four. If you don't have penalty killers in your top four, you need penalty killers down there. If you need a power play down there, if you don't have power play guys up top, you have a power play guy. So it depends the whole mix of your D. You want you need solid players down there. Usually you end up with guys that like right now we've got Cuckoo or Russell or Lagesson. All of those guys can penalty kill, and then you got Bouchard on the other side who can be a power play guy. And we're pushing Bouchard into some penalty kill also that he's done a pretty good job at. So just kind of utility guys that if you had an injury in your top four, they could fill in, but can give you quality minutes from a third pair.
This last one for me, you mentioned Cuckoo, just wondering what you've thought of him in training camp so far.
He's been solid. Like he's come in and he's played exactly how we expected him to. We've got a lot of guys that have come in and just played solid. And, nobody's jumped off the map at you. Maybe Perlini's, with his goal scoring has surprised some people, but our guys have come in great shape, and they've come in competing for jobs or competing for spots on the opening day roster, and there's nobody that's played themselves out of those positions yet.
Dave, Mike Smith's only played half a game, but obviously he looked pretty good in practice. Do you want him to start both games? I mean, if he's...
We'll see how he feels after tomorrow. He's going to start tomorrow, and he was scheduled to start last game and had a day just wasn't feeling great, so we didn't put him in there, but he'll play tomorrow, and then we'll read and react from there.
How many games does a goalie need in exhibitions? I mean, earlier you said you'd like to get both of them playing at least a couple of games, Koskinen.
Yeah, Schmitty feels good. He feels really good, so, we don't want to pound him in exhibition too much, but, if he gets tomorrow, and then we'll see where it goes the next day, the next game, he feels like he's got enough. He feels like feels really good right now, so we'll just see how it goes. And Koski's played 2 pretty solid games for us already, so.
And you want to play Benson and McLeod and Sevier tomorrow?
Yeah.
Is it because you're still not sure about the fourth line, or you want to give everybody bring you a little different?
It goes, there's, like I say, all the players, they've all played well. It's just getting a feel for the rhythm of our lineup and using players in certain roles, and then how the line works in the game. And it could be a combination, like we've had the 2 lines kind of stay together, but it could be a combination of those 2 that end up on the opening day roster. We'll figure that out after these 2 games.
What do you like with Hyman and Nugent Hopkins?
I just wanted to, I'm trying to do some things that may crop up during the year. So there's times when we might play McDavid and Draisaitl together, so I'd like to see Hyman and Nuge together. They're going to kill as a penalty killing pair together. So, Hyman just gives us that extra depth there that really is Hyman and Nuge are both smart players. You know, whether Turris is going to be there tomorrow, if we put Yamo back there, that could be a good line. You know, so we'll see how it goes. But they're all things that, in the back of my mind, we could get to those positions during the year. So I'd like to give them all a little bit of a test run right now.
Thank you.
Hey, Dave, just Jim was asking about Benson McLeod, and you referenced the guys in those positions competing, and they've kind of been in lines, but maybe there could be some mix and matching. So about McLeod, like, is his path to you purely as a center, or, you know, would you be comfortable saying, okay, you know, you can play center, but we'll put you on the wing as well, and that get you some more action?
I mean, there's a possibility of him going away. I like him as a center. I think he's going to be a good NHL centerman as he continues to grow his game here. So he does enough smart things. Face-offs are okay. Real sound positionally and stuff like that, and he can transport the puck. So I look at them. He may get some action on wing, but right now I look at him more as a center.
So does that, at this very moment anyway, make it harder for him to find a spot right now if Ryan's there, and at least in my mind, Shore seems to be playing pretty well?
Well, Shore's played well, but Shore's played a lot more wing too.
Okay.
Keep you guessing, right?
Dave, with a guy like Perlini, you know, obviously you want 5-on-5 scoring from your bottom six guys when they're not with the top two guys. But if he keeps producing like that, did you ever use him on the right wing? Could he move over to that?
He has played some time on the right wing over there, and you know, off and on. I've always thought he'd be better. He was better on the left wing, but he has played at different points in his career over there a little bit, so it wouldn't be foreign to him.
And you mentioned on the Calgary game, you kind of wanted to get in the rhythm of your guys, kind of used to how a regular season game work. Do you look to continue that on these final two games?
The next one for sure. We'll see where we go after tomorrow. We'll see where things are at. If we feel comfortable where we're at, or whether we want to go back with one more game with it for the final game. That final game can sometimes be a choppy game, so we'll wait and see how it goes tomorrow.
And do you have a plan for goal? Does Mike want 2 full games?
We're gonna get him through tomorrow's game, and then we'll have that answer for you the next day. If he feels like he needs it, we might get it to him. And then Koskinen's had 2 this week, and Schmidt will have 2. But we'll just see where he's feeling after the game.